Hi everybody, here I am on another beautiful day in Israel. I'm standing on the Mount of the Beatitudes. Other people in the family, of course, have been here. Jim and Nancy and everybody has been here, and this is just a startling place. It has not changed at all in 30 years, I can honestly say. I've been here before, and modern Israel has changed a lot, but the holy places, the places where the pilgrims go to, haven't changed at all. It's just astonishing. There are quite a few more tourists and pilgrims here now than I remember, but the actual places are the same. There's a Franciscan monastery here, and Franciscan sisters run this spot. This is a modern church that was built in 1938 on the traditional spot of the Mount of the Beatitudes, where Jesus taught in Matthew 5 and other places his famous Sermon on the Mount. They're pretty sure this is the spot. They're very close to it. The pilgrim Egeria, who wrote in 381 AD, describes very precisely where the seven springs lower down the hill, and the actual rock where Jesus multiplied the loaves, and so that had been honored as a place of pilgrimage for the first 300 years of Christianity. So most scholars are pretty confident that Jesus gave at least one of his sermons on the Mount. He probably gave these sermons in various places, but probably it actually was here on this hill overlooking the Sea of Galilee. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you can get a sense of this location. As you can see, we're above the Sea of Galilee. It is a very pretty location. We're going to go down the hill a little bit to the actual spot near the Seven Springs. Here's the church. It's like many of the churches in the Holy Land. It's nothing spectacular. It's octagonal. As I said, the Franciscans run it. Their loudspeakers just come on every couple of minutes telling us to shush and be silent, silencio. Sisters do not like us talking in church, and they want it quiet as a place of prayer for pilgrims, and you do see pilgrims praying here, so we touristy types are shushed. But anyway, it's a beautiful hilltop area. The Galilee is absolutely stunning. It's everything I remember. There's a famous Benedictine writer who lived here for many years. I can't remember his name, but he called it the fifth gospel. And I don't think he was talking so much about the archaeology of the place, although he was speaking about archaeology, but more just the land and the places. When you come here, first of all, it brings the New Testament alive. You really see the actual places. So when you read them in church, or you hear the New Testament read in church, or read it yourself, it just becomes so much more real. It's actually been there. So anyway, I'm going to be giving another report. We're going to go down the hill a little bit to less developed area, and then we're going to actually go out on the lake and do some fishing. So when we go down the hill, I'll report back in, and hopefully I'm going to be able to capture some of what it's like to be out on the Sea of Galilee. I don't know if we're going to actually fish, but we're also going to eat the fish, talk about the different kinds of fish that they have here on the Sea of Galilee. They've been fishing on this lake for 5,000 years, and they have a boat that they've excavated at Kibbutz Ginesar. We'll see that. It's a first century fishing boat that they've been able to reconstruct, and it's pretty darn close to probably the boat that Jesus would go out into the Sea of Galilee with his disciples. So that's all for now. I'll be check back in with you in a few minutes.